Drivers, start your engines!
Be plenty of carnage, so full head on them, wound up. Yeehaw, boys. Holy.
It's a junkyard.
There's too much time hitting people. Chill, second. No gas, gotta hang talk here. Don't overdrive. Just let me do my job.
10 times. I don't care if I wreck the whole field. I'm over him. He's just a moron. That was an absolute bullshit. Not clear. Awesome. I tell you, Mama ain't raising no.
What the fuck are you doing out here? People are saying, just racing like idiots.
I don't care. Just let me drive.
What is he doing?
This is embarrassing. What a clown show.
Did you ever think you would see that?
How the did that just happen? Holy cow! Let's go!
Well, this is new. Guys, we're not on any of our channels. We're on all of our channel. I think is the right way of saying it. We're on the Clips channel. What are we doing here?
Not a clip. A full, yeah, we've unlocked a new channel. This is so
We're making
strange.
clips. I don't know.
Eric
We
is
are all
outside.
vertical. We are all vertical, like a vertical,
That
you know,
is
like
true.
a TikTok or a reel. So it's kind of like a clips. I am outside.
We're
I'm at the. I'm in a nice summer backyard.
do a cannonball.
We are dog sitting for the in-laws this week. So every night I am here with a bunch. They might make an appearance at some point. Got a bunch of little wiener dogs, and then my dog Cosmo's here as well, trying to take over. So
Does he do
Yeah.
well with other dogs?
he does well with these dogs. He's a weird dog. When I take him out on walks during the day, because we live in like basically an apartment, so I have to take him out like 3 or 4 times a day to pee, and he'll like see other dogs and just freeze, and like they'll walk by, and then he's gone. He's fine, but he just loves to like he's friendly enough, but they come up to sniff him. He's chill, but like he just slams on the brakes, or just freezes. It's very weird.
See, Rhett's a spaz. Like he'll either start whining or want to run away, but he's also scared of water. Yeah, you know what, guys? Everyone's talking about Unipool. If we get like $1,000 super chat, Eric will jump in the pool. This channel isn't monetized.
I was about to say, do we even have super chats turned on? I don't.
I don't even see the button to super chat on here.
No, this is our first time since 2018 that we haven't had a super chat segment.
If I'm really feeling it at the end of this stream, maybe I will, because it's hot as hell here in Texas. The sun's down, so it's only like 90 instead of 105, but it's still pretty toasty. And I'm eating this like spicy Indian chicken for dinner, so I could use a dip in the pool when this is all said and done.
You're taking a risk. It's either spicy Indian food or Chipotle lettuce.
Yeah, they're both risks for slightly different reasons. That's true.
Should I show everybody at home the what I put up on my wall in the office now?
This is a good time.
All right, the camera's gonna move around a little bit here.
We'll all do some show and tell. I'll show. Eric showed the pool. You're showing this. I'll show something after this.
All right. There's me. It's hard to see until it lights up all the way, but it's a giant.
And it just completely darkened up.
Yeah, it's because of the light there. It has automatic.
There we go.
I see the Eric.
A PS5.
There's, fireworks. There's die casts. There's papers everywhere.
Fireworks.
And then, yeah, I have fireworks.
Does your landlord know about this?
A lot of firework. It worked for iShow Speed.
Again, $1,000 super chat. How about that?
Make it $1 million.
Where's the other? There's other stuff I put up. Like I have above me like a Martinsville X amount of miles away thing and stuff like that.
I love it. I haven't been in your office in a while. That's looking good.
The perfect attendance plaque is right next to the front door.
Plaque is putting it generously. It's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper I printed out and framed from like Hobby Lobby or something. So
By the way,
it's a certificate.
Jeremy Jackson asked me if I watched SummerSlam. I only watched night 2, and I Honestly, I think this year's SummerSlam, at least for me, as a more of a casual WWE fan these days, I kind of enjoyed SummerSlam this year more than WrestleMania overall as a show. I don't know why. I kind of thought it was a pretty good show.
By the way, so this whole thing, we're just going to be shooting the shit. We're going to talk about whatever you guys really want us to within reason. I mean, we always have to put that caveat in there. I saw somebody in there like, I'd feel really uncomfortable with fireworks in there. And I'm like, you don't know the half of it. So I have these really big ones, like the 6-inch giant fireworks that you shoot up into the sky. I have a box of those. And then the small ones are like that big, little ones that are kind of like have a bulb and then you light them off that way. I have about 200 of those in a brown bag over there. And the thing you couldn't see, but I found it through my closet. I just got to find the right cord for it so it'll plug back in. I found the UFO, like from the old school streams. Let me see. I'll be right back. You guys,
exciting.
Any questions? I'll bring it over.
Shadows
any
of Man asked Danny, how long have you been watching Ryan Hall for? I've been watching him for almost 2 years. Do you like the Y'allbot channels? I mean, I've been watching Ryan Hall. We had a tornado here in 2023, so I was at least watching before then. I'd say probably been familiar with him, I guess, at least since 21, 22-ish, somewhere in there. And then I started diving into the world of like all these storm chasers, and they're even more entertaining just to see where these guys go, in my opinion. And as far as the Y'allbot channels, they're interesting, especially like if it's like a couple nights ago, it was like 4 a.m. and we were getting thunderstorms here. So there's no need for Ryan Hall to be live at 4 a.m. when it's just thunderstorms. But he does have the Y'allbot channel that focuses on just like Tennessee and Kentucky. So I think that's interesting to see how Y'allbot, the AI system he has, is able to go in and focus in on different areas using like traffic cams, virtual rail fan cams, different weather data it gets. That stuff's pretty interesting, in my opinion. There's at least something he's got set up for those weird hours. Kind of like the Weather Channel used to have the local on the 8s, if you know what that is.
Oh, I remember that.
I didn't realize he had a full like network going like that.
Yeah,
That's
he has stepped it up a million times.
So I got the UFO stand and the UFO itself now.
What driver? Wasn't there a driver that said it was really cool that they wanted one? Who was that again? Was that Blaney?
When we interviewed Blaney, and I was meaning to get him one, and then my supplier got cut off when relations with China and Taiwan got messed up, and I couldn't get the exact brand. But remember, it's a magnet.
Yeah,
I feel like if you had that when Hosevar came on, he would have wanted one.
I mean, we could try next time. I could try to spin the UFO, but it's not gonna light up or anything. But the thing that I continuously forgot to bring up too is that this is actually an audio speaker. It plays music. You just Bluetooth. It's a Bluetooth speaker.
You should connect the podcast audio through it. So like instead of wearing headphones, you're just listening to us through your UFO speaker.
On a slight delay the entire time.
Yeah, that'd be excellent.
Time for my show and tell.
Oh, what does Danny have? You guys are both decked out in your football stuff. I'm in the baseball mode. My Astros swept the Rangers, got the silver boot, back in first place. I'm feeling good about baseball. I'm not ready for football season just yet.
Okay, so this is traditional HO scale model railroad track as it comes. It's just black plastic and rails. So I have been working on something. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably been seeing it. We're getting into fully detailed stuff here. Right. Oh, God.
Is he okay back there?
Got this massive shelf that I have built. Nice frame. It's the top of it is like, this is like a foam block that you get from Hobby Lobby. It's like meant for like putting fake flowers into, but I'm using it as a base for this model railroad shelf. Plaster cloth is what this is. It's just layers of like, you wet it in water, you layer it down, so it just gets rid of that foam top to it. Then we have like a section of like, they call this Woodland Scenics track mat, and then you cut it to shape, use your tracks to kind of outline how you're going to put it, glue it all down, then glue your tracks down, and then spray painted everything brown, wipe the top of the rails to get rid of on the top of it there. And then I've been going in and individually painting these little railroad ties, and you can even kind of see on the how it looks like it's kind of like brown looking, kind of like rusty looking. The rails have been painted on the inside. I've kind of tried to differentiate the tie colors a little bit. And there's still some more stuff to do with it, but overall, I'm really enjoying it so far. And who knows if I'm done at the shelf one day, maybe I'll say it was fun. Do it again for real model railroad instead of just a little unpowered shelf display here.
It was good.
Danny, do you still have your like a model train set up in your garage that you had for a while there?
That's the thing. That one's N scale. It's much smaller. And I don't know. I've been thinking about, I haven't really made much progress on that one in a while. Might be time to disassemble that and start over with a bigger scale anyways.
Here's one for Eric.
Yeah. I mean, I see people are like, oh, other teams could have offered the same trade package. And it's like, yeah, probably. But the Dodgers, it's so much less. The stakes are so much lower with the Dodgers because, you know, if they trade a couple of prospects and Scooble doesn't work out, or like, it's at the end of the day, if their prospects don't develop, they can just go buy the best free agent at that given point. That's my problem. People are like, oh, well, you know, throw out a team. The Tampa Bay Rays could have given up just as good of prospects. I'm like, yeah, but if they give up those prospects, they're not going to be able to sign the next Tarks. Like Tark Skubal is going to leave in free agency to go to the Dodgers anyway. So it's people acting like, you know, any team could have matched it. It's like, no, the LA Dodgers, credit to them, they're a well-run organization. But they've also got some built-in advantages because of their market, because of the TV negotiations with MLB. So they have some built-in advantages that, frankly, 80% of the league doesn't have. So I don't know. It's baseball. It's random. When you get into the playoffs, 5-7 game series, you know, anyone. I mean, the Blue Jays almost beat the Dodgers in the World Series last year, and now they're not even in the playoff picture. So, like, baseball's weird. It's always in flux, but it is frustrating to see just like how lopsided it gets from time to time. Like the Yankees 20 or 30 years ago were kind of doing the same thing. Now it's the Dodgers, and it's just like, I don't know. I root for the Astros. We're a pretty big market team. Jared, I know you're a Cubs fan, kind of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're big market teams. So we've been lucky. The Cubs have been pretty good now for about a decade. They won a championship. Astros have been good for about a decade now, won championships. So it's like I feel bad for, like, I don't know, the Cincinnati Reds and their fans, or the Milwaukee Brewers, or the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays have actually been pretty good for, like, they've had some good years. I feel bad for like those teams because I just don't know. Like, you look at what the Dodgers are doing, and you're like, how do you compete with that?
Yeah,
consistently,
I went to a Cubs game the weekend at Chicagoland, full stadium. Then I went to Cubs and Reds in Cincinnati that next weekend. Completely different stadium experience. And honestly, I really love the Red Stadium. It's a nice stadium right there by the river. Pretty modern for the most part. And but so many empty seats. No one wants to go see the Reds. It was a lot of Cubs fans there too, just enjoying their time in Cincinnati. Yeah, it was. I could definitely see why they're not an easy team to get into right now, and which made it very unfortunate last year. You know, he had the rain fiasco at Bristol Motor Speedway between them and the Braves.
Oh, yeah.
Figure that game was more for the Braves fans than it was the Reds fans, probably.
It says we're lagging, but on my end, it has excellent connection. So I don't know if it's a StreamYard thing or something.
It does keep lagging a little bit. I've got the YouTube link opened up another tab. Yeah, it definitely keeps having some issues.
I don't know what the hell is going on. That's the thing. Like, the internet's fine. I did a speed test and everything. But it's just,
could it be a YouTube thing? Because this is a small channel that I don't think we have monetization turned on. It could be YouTube just throttling our data output a little bit because we're not really making them any money right now.
Yeah. Let me see. So it's still saying healthy. So let me see if maybe it's not giving me any of the settings a normal stream on our channels would have. Yeah, like, you know how you can change the latency like during the stream? It's not letting me do that. Because I was just going to change the latency, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, so it's probably just something. It's literally this. It's hard to be a small YouTuber, man. Like, I feel all the people out there, probably some of y'all watching who tried uploading your own videos. Like, it's a grind to get out the gates because there's like the algorithm isn't the only thing working against you at first, so you kind of have to like push through and just hope for the best. It's tough.
Yeah, I would not want to start out today, honestly, the way that we did 10, 15 years ago. Oh, look. Oh, we haven't lagged in a minute. Hang the banner, baby. It is good to get it figured out before Wednesday, which, by the way, speaking of Wednesday, this isn't the only stream of the week. The main one is still Wednesday on Danny's channel, but it is good to get that out of the way. I did put, for anyone who wants to sign in.
We met him when he was still like 14, 15, 16. When did we meet him? Because we were like 19, 20.
Oh, yeah.
21. And he was probably 16 or 17, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been 16, I think, when we met him.
Yeah.
God, they're still having lag issues, but that's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
On this end, I can send you the picture. It says excellent for stream quality on my end.
For just a minute there, it was frozen on Jarrett making a face like, and then Eric was drinking a Coke, just frozen there.
Yeah, it will not let me fix any of the latency issues. It's just, man, I'm not used to the way, because like I know with our channels and with stuff with us, we can change it like no problem. Like I've changed it during streams before.
Yeah, the replay will be good, I'm sure. It's just, I think it literally is. We're a small channel. This is our first stream on this channel, so I think it's like, I actually think YouTube probably throttles. I can't see. On my screen, I can't see how many people are watching right now. How many viewers do we have right now?
A little over 100.
Oh, okay. Wow. Welcome everyone. I didn't think we'd have 100 people watching. In my head, we'd have like 15. That's YouTube. I could see YouTube being like, meh, 15 people are watching. We don't really care. You know, YouTube, big corporation. They just care about the bottom line. The bottom line. That's all they care about. You know. But wow, 100 people. Then YouTube's missing out. That YouTube's got to get together.
Well, the crazy thing is I went through and put all the same settings as I have on the main channel where we don't have as many issues. So like I don't know.
I'm dying of Noah Coleman's comment. We're a blue collar channel.
Where's that one at? Where's that one at? Oh, this is there we are.
On the subject of blue collar production companies, little known corporation Disney. You guys ever heard about this one? They made like a whopping $932 million on opening weekend of Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Jesus.
I did see it was like the second most all time.
And you want to know the crazy thing is, if you scroll Twitter enough, you're gonna see the full movie. I'm literally looking at it on my phone right now. I found it. It keeps getting reposted. Someone filmed the entire movie, and it keeps getting reposted to Twitter like all the time.
Yeah, I watched it on there. I watched it all on Twitter, just in chunks.
I had this realization when I first seen it the other day on Twitter. Wait, what a different time! I don't know if you guys had this, but where I'm from, there was a little flea market, and you'd go there. That's where people, when they filmed the movies back then, they sold them, you know, and on people go buy them for like $1 to, you know, bootleg movie DVDs that someone just filmed inside of a theater. They sell a bunch of copies of it, make their money back, and now people just post it free on Twitter for the love of the game. They're literally paying for the check mark on Twitter to post longer videos and just posting the movie for the love of the game.
Well, I mean, if you're a Spider-Man fan, I recommend going to see it in theaters. I thought it was really good.
Yes, it's definitely gonna sound better. It's gonna look better in theater. Trust me.
Yeah, I highly recommend.
I watched that, and I watched the Avatar movie that's on Paramount now. I watched that when it leaked like 4 months ago too. I was just like, save me a little bit of money, because I'm not a big going to the theater person unless it's like a big event or something I've been waiting for a while. So I'm like, I don't want to wait for it to come out on DVD. I'll look at it. Oh, here's a good one. Did you guys see that deal with Tony Romo?
I didn't watch the body cam footage. I just know he got arrested for it wasn't a DWI, but it was like called something else similar. It was an OWI, operating while impaired or something like that.
And then he's been suspended by CBS.
How much
I don't
did you
know
have
the
to
full
drink?
story there.
I don't know, Jim.
What are the keys to the day? What are the keys to the game, Tony?
I got a bud. You know, honestly, a Tony Romo is just if you lowered the octave of Morty from Rick and Morty, and then you have him
I thought
operating while intoxicated.
When
Yeah,
I asked a question,
something
I
like
thought
that.
you were going to say, I don't know, I'm not supposed to have those anymore, Jim.
I did see the crazy edit. Someone had made a wild edit where like the officer asks like, "Have you like had any head injuries or something?" And he like pauses, and then someone edited just a compilation of him getting sacked.
I saw that one.
That was insane.
I think they had a Jared Allen one or something in there because I remember watching that game when I was like 12. Let's see what questions do you guys have, but maybe we can hit them between the legs.
Let's do a little rapid fire. Are you guys going to be at Phoenix this fall? I'm not.
Nope.
I don't think so. Not this year.
Let's see.
I will be at Homestead.
Yes.
The rapid fire gets a little slower when there's not 400, 500, 600 people.
Eric, stop motion vid soon.
No, I'm probably not. Maybe someday.
Who's going to Kansas or Talladega? I think we're all going to Kansas.
I think we're all going to Kansas.
And I might be at Talladega too.
I will not be at Talladega.
Did you see that Lowe's and Ally are collabing? Yeah, baby. It looks like it.
Probably Carvana too, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. I hope they go with like his 2007 or his 2010 schemes. Those are my favorites.
Imagine if they were weird and did like one side is one sponsor, one side the top's another sponsor, and right side's another sponsor. I don't think NASCAR would allow that, but it'd be interesting.
They kind of allowed that weird Petty Earnhardt concoction he ran, but that wasn't really what you're saying.
But that was two sides the same, top was different.
Yeah, I don't think they like left and right being different.
So what's a pre and post NWP show look like off camera for us? Honestly, it's kind of like this. We just shoot the shit. Not gonna lie.
Sometimes
we hop in the call.
We make our wives way too angry for how long we stay on talking to each other.
We typically hop on this call about 10 to 20 minutes beforehand. Mm-hmm. Usually we run through like in 30 seconds the itinerary to make sure there's like no obvious misstep.
The rest of the time we're talking about a bunch of BS that doesn't matter.
Yep. And then Jarrett goes, then right at 6:59 Central, 7:59 Eastern, Jarrett goes, like, we could be mid-sentence. Danny and I could be having some very personal conversation. Jarrett will go, oh, it's time.
And then it goes just like this.
He shuts us off because, God forbid, we are 2 seconds late and the chat blows up on us.
I got it.
No latte comments coming here.
Well, last week we got on early.
Yeah.
But I will like mid-sentence, I'll be in the middle. I'm like, guys, we got to go. Guys, we got to
literally.
It is comical. Like I wish we could record it, but the only way we could record it would be by going live. Like it is. There are a few times where I'm like, guys, we really actually need to look over what we're doing tonight. We have 10 topics to go over. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I think we can do these. These will be good. I'm like, it was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. I was freaking out over nothing. The post ones are really fun. We've been playing the 17-0 game, and it's basically
play that live in this. That would be fun.
It might be laggy, but we can give it a shot. We can give it a shot. I mean,
well, let's try to answer a few more questions because we can answer some more questions. Maybe at the very end we can do a round.
Yeah. I'll make a note of it right now. Let's see. Favorite NASCAR music video.
Like who's that guy who just did the one with Dale Jr.? That Luke Combs? Who's that guy? What's that guy's name?
That's right. Is that who? I don't know country that well.
I don't know country at all.
If you want to count it like that, it was the intro to Fox there for a while. NASCAR Love, that was always fun back in the day.
What was the one? Is it Duck and Run, where it had Tony Stewart and Dale Jr. racing pickup trucks? I think that was a good one.
Alan Jackson, Who's Cheating Who, was randomly about NASCAR drivers, and the song you would think it's more about like nosy neighbors looking outside the way the song sounds. You wouldn't have guessed it's got NASCAR drivers in it.
I'm trying to star all the ones like questions. That way I don't miss too many of them. So I'll just pop them up as we go. First, I'll answer this one quick. I actually, granted, I keep repeating a few of them, and so I did not have time, just going dad mode and stuff for the weekend and off time to go over actually and do my audit. So it might have to be an off-season thing on that. But I actually have a specific formula of how many like old school drivers, rookie drivers, outside the box ones, and I have a certain amount I have for each one of our 3 channels to put them on. And I literally will put them in a randomizer until they look good enough that there's not too much together. And then I will manually change drivers. I think earlier this year, we had 4 straight weeks of a driver whose first name was Dave or David. And I just thought it'd be funny.
Do you have one for tonight randomly?
I do not have one for tonight. I'll be honest.
It's just Regan Smith again.
we'll do Regan Smith or who was the other one? Who was the other? We did the same. We do it in the same order too.
Was it Ryan Newman? Did you do that one twice?
Yeah, I think it was. I think he.
Or was it? Did we?
I don't remember. I thought it was Newman.
Chad, who was it? You're better memories than we are.
Clearly.
Oh, that's another good one. Steve McQueen Jr. was in that one. Let's see. How'd we get into NASCAR? You guys start answering. I'll go through and get more questions queued up.
Because I can't. I always struggle to remember the exact timeline. Just seeing it on TV, had a NASCAR video game. Video games really helped lock in, my enjoyment of it because I played it enough. Got to know a lot of the drivers. Started watching more on TV. That's really the short answer version for me.
Yeah, kind of the same thing. I loved Hot Wheels toys when I was a kid, and then saw a race on TV and was like, wait, that's real racing in real life? What the heck? And then started playing NASCAR Thunder 04 and just sort of started watching from there. And basically, like Danny said, very similar. That taught me all the tracks and all the drivers of that time and paint schemes.
Yeah.
And so it was really perfect storm.
These guys have been in my grandpa's garage, so they'll kind of understand this from the visual standpoint. But I grew up there. Every Saturday night, I was at my grandparents' house, and so NASCAR was always on, and I'd see it, and we'd have jokes. One of our running jokes, even before I watched NASCAR, was I had this little electric 4x4 that I would go around the backyard. Those ones that sound like that. And anytime I'd be erratic on it, my grandpa would be like, "You're driving like Jimmy Spencer out there." Because Jimmy Spencer. And so one day I just, it was February, I think. And it was February of 2005. My grandpa's watching the Daytona 500. And I'm like, "Can I watch it with you?" I start really getting into it. And the finish was awesome and all that. And I'm like, I really like this, and we were Junior fans. And he was telling me how Junior just came off a 6-win season and he's really good. And I'm like, all right, let's go. He almost won the Daytona 500. 2005 is a great way to learn loyalty very early on as a fan. I think he got 1 win in the first half of the season. He led 4 laps. It was really bad, but I got the video games too. Thunder 04 was the first one. And it was off and away from there. At least was for me. I see. By the way, there's bringing up. We did Ryan Newman and Paul Newman, but we didn't do Ryan Newman twice at that point. At least that's what some were saying. Another one here. Drivers we would want in the 25 truck this year.
Realistically,
I think we do a realistic one and a fun one.
I mean, it hasn't been that long. I'd love to see Matt Kenseth do one more race, even though actually, you know what? I don't want to see that because those Ram trucks are cheeks. I do not want to see Matt relegated to 24th at, I don't even know. Do the trucks even race in New Hampshire? What's coming up? I don't even know.
Yeah, they do. The next 2 are Richmond and New Hampshire.
I don't want to see that. So actually, changed my answer. I'm coming up with something else. Who's my worst enemy in NASCAR? That's who I want.
I'll tell you what. If he could get a second opinion by a couple of doctors, and I see some other people said this, if he got a true second opinion and they believe he'll be fine for just a truck series race, it's not as crazy on a short track. By all means, Kurt Busch.
I'd like her.
Yeah.
Kurt Busch at Bristol short track would be fun.
Ooh, Robbie Gordon. Just saw that in the chat. That'd be
Ooh.
hilarious. I love that
So
idea.
and we're doing
Casey
this
Kane's
also,
a good answer, though. I actually thought about
Yeah.
Casey Kane.
And if
I
you're
knew
gonna
he
do
used to race for
Kane,
Dodge.
He's got to run a red Ram.
So do we have to, like, if we're gonna do the unrealistic one, we don't have to go by like alliances and stuff. Just for the memes lately and for the fact that, you know, of all of the BS surrounding him, for an offhand comment, I want to see Scott Dixon.
Sure.
Why not?
Frank Keedy was in the one truck. I was going to say Frank Keedy did well at St. Pete, but he was actually in a decent truck.
I'd honestly like to see him do a few more, like in a good truck. He was good.
Yeah.
Wasn't that his first starting trucks or first in like 20 years?
It was his first like competitive race, I thought, in years. Right? I don't remember the whole story there.
Something
IndyCar fans would know better.
That's
Would probably
right.
know
It
better.
was. Yeah. What's your favorite non-NASCAR sports memory?
I would say, personally, cover your ears if you're a Seattle fan. I finally went to my first baseball playoff game in 2022. It was the first game of the ALDS, and Yordan Alvarez hit a walk-off 3-run homer in the ninth. And that was absurd. That was epic to see in person. And then they went on to win the World Series that October. So that was hype. That's probably my favorite.
Considering that, you know, I root for mainly sports teams that haven't done much since I was a little kid, like talking like 3 or 4. I guess it'll have to be the Tennessee college baseball team's run to win the 2024 national championship, because that was really the first time in my adult life I got to see my school win a major title like that. You know, have seen, you know, Tennessee Vols, Tennessee Titans be in playoff games, or in case Tennessee Vols only one playoff game, and that was embarrassing, but I was there. Ugh, and Columbus, Ohio. That cold, man, it sucks. Anyways, enough PTSD of that. No, I'd say it's got to be the 2024 college baseball run, and then even though we beat Bama in 24, just that moment of finally beating them in 22, everyone stormed the field that first time. That was such a surreal moment.
Cosmo.
We got a Cosmo appearance. He came outside.
Who's a good boy?
Got an Amelia
Hey,
appearance.
Amelia.
They said hi. So you can't hear y'all, but that's okay. Hi, buddy.
I would say for me, like, the Cubs winning the World Series is always going to be up there, and then the Minneapolis Miracle, those two. Oh, come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Come on.
That's got to
Come
be
here,
up there
dumbass.
for you. I get that.
Come here, dumbass.
Okay, I'll get
little,
Shug. Fine.
Come on.
get a little.
Come on.
You got a red sighting.
Yeah. Come on, buddy.
We have a new character in here as well. We have Oakley. Say hi, Oakley.
Oh, Rhett, what are we doing? He's trying to step into my shoes. Hey, look at
Rhett.
He's very finicky right now. Like, if you move him the wrong way, he'll like whimper for some reason, and I don't know why. But he just got his hair cut. Who's a good boy? Who's a good puppy? He will literally answer to dumbass. That's the funniest thing.
Shugs, do you see the puppies?
That was
Why
Oakley. He's an old man.
Why
Bye,
is
Oakley. Get
Shugs
out of here.
being carried like that look like the old piano cat from YouTube like 20 years ago?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and then hey, Rhett, look, see? You say hi. Yeah. Okay, now I got to get him down.
Okay.
Down you go, dude.
Come on.
NASCAR Weekly Pet Cast. I like
I
that.
like that one. And now he's just laying under the desk. Oh, then there he goes. The Zaboomafu Weekly NWP podcast.
And now I've got cat hair all over this nice Titan jersey. You got to get it all up.
Well, here is one for you. How did Shugs get his name?
It's short for Sugar. They named him that when he was a kitten. He's originally Claudia's family's cat, so he was named Sugar by a bunch of smaller, younger girls. So they put him a cute name. Got shortened to Shugs over time. So he's just Shugs now.
Shugs. That's such a fun name.
Let's see. Oh, we were talking about this. You see the horrible national anthem from that women's baseball game.
That was crazy.
And
And if you do it at 2 times speed, it's even funnier.
Yeah, that one might dethrone Fergie after all these years.
But is it as bad as Roseanne Barr's version? That's like I think the number one for me.
I think Roseanne's slightly better.
I actually haven't heard that one, or at least I don't remember it.
It's a future Micah Roots intro idea.
Well, I was gonna say, I wonder. It's so funny about next year. Could you imagine if we had Jet just find a way to sneak in a little verse from that national anthem and then do it for like the best one of NASCAR?
Oh, I was rewatching. I've been rewatching the 2004 season, and there are some rough ones in that season. There's some good ones too, but like I forgot there was a span of time where NASCAR was just had some of the worst national anthem singers they could possibly get, and some of them are pretty. There's some stuff that's really dated, like the fact that 3 races in pre-race, either as a grand marshal or as a dignitary, there's been what's his name, Jared Fogle. And I was just like, oh, this didn't age well. And then they're like, and then at one point, Chris Myers is at one of my 03 or 04 or 05, somewhere in there, is like, in the words of the great Joe Paterno. And I'm like, oh, that's not going to age well either. There's some
That would
really
be interesting.
bad ones.
It would be interesting going back to 2004 to know how our sensibilities have changed, how our information has changed.
I used to just want to punch Jared Fogle in the face for his annoying Subway ads. Now I have actual justification. Let's see. What about awful commands like that guy at the Indy for the Brickyard 400? Driver, start your engines. He's sleeping.
And there's that same guy who does the Bristol truck race every year for UNOH. It's always just like classic every time.
Then there's always the ones that read off like the 3-paragraph sponsor read beforehand.
Read the room. That's how I feel.
Like, I don't care how much you paid for it. Just say the words, bud.
I know. Like, yeah, no. I feel that's one thing that I feel like there needs to be like a boot camp before doing. Like, there almost needs to be an audition, I guess is what I'm getting at. You need to audition for it. They can't just be letting any Joe Schmo with the right logo on their shirt go up there and do it. They got to get someone with a little because I like left the room during the command at Indy. I come back in and Amelia goes, whoever just did that, like, that was awful. That was the worst. She was like, besides herself. She was like, that is the worst I've ever seen. And then I had to go back on social media later and find it because I was like, yeah, I had to see it for myself.
See, the best ones are when I watch it with people that like either aren't full on diehards like me, the way that like Riss is, you know, like where she'll watches it with me and stuff, and she has a driver, but she's not like Monday through Friday looking at NASCAR, or people who haven't, and they're just like, this is what you get hyped over, or what the hell was that? But there is one thing that she always to this day will bring up, and I think it was from 21 because it was in the February Speed Week side of the Daytona schedule. The beef, it's what's for dinner 300. She always brings that up because she thought it was the funniest freaking race name. Mad Ducky.
Oakley has seen something. Oakley, can you see him back there? Oh, no, he's around the corner. Oakley. Let's go see what he found. Hold on.
Take us on a field trip.
Oakley, what'd you find? Oakley, tell the people, what'd you find?
Who's that good puppy?
Like, I don't know.
He found nothing. He might be going deaf. He's getting pretty old.
I was about to say, when we're talking old dog, is this like old enough to have sundowners old dog, or just like, getting gray
No.
around the edges?
He's not that. He's like 12 or 13, but he had I think he had like pancreatitis recently and had to go on some very special. He had a rough couple of weeks, but he's fine now. He's just on some very special food. So poor little Oakley's hanging in there. Isn't that right, buddy? Everyone's rooting for you, Oakley. Oh.
Hi, who's a good boy, Oakley?
All right. Shout out to Oakley making his show cameo.
Okay, I'll tell y'all a funny story about Shugs here real quick. This happened yesterday. So backstory: Shugs likes to randomly go bite like a plastic plant or something like that. He loves biting plants. I don't know why. As long as he's not going to bite, a plant he can't bite, we're okay. It is what it is. So yesterday we had a bunch of flowers that we had for my brother-in-law is about to get married soon. They were having a wedding shower thing for him and his fiance yesterday at church. So had to help Claudia get a bunch of flowers out. This one flower petal come off and fell down, and I guess it ended up propping the screen door at some point, and Shug stays inside. And somehow I guess this thing had the door slightly propped open, and I'm just kind of walking around doing stuff, and all of a sudden I look out the front door, I'm like, oh, there's a cat outside. Where's Shug? But that is Shug. Shug is just randomly outside, like the front porch, just out there. And I'm like, how'd you even get out here? Go over there because I didn't see the flower there at first, and then I try to go back outside, and I can't shut the door. I was like, oh, there's a flower here. That's probably how he got out. And then Claudia's about to leave, and she hollers at me, and I was like, turn around, like, oh yeah, and barely the door open. There he goes, right again, trying to go outside. He saw a plant outside. He runs to it. So I have to go catch him outside. Like, dude, you never do this. Why are you suddenly trying to dart outside the door?
Shugs doesn't strike me as an agent of stealth, but I guess we're all full of surprises.
Exactly.
I know Coco, the old dog that the family had, my brother's dog that is at my parents'. When we got her, so she's a Chiweenie, which is half Dachshund, half Chihuahua. It's a great blend, amazing. Doesn't look weird at all. She's a great dog though. But when we brought her home, there's a few different things. She's just weird at the time, but we love her. One of the first times we let her in the backyard, she started eating the dirt. Just started munching on the dirt, just unprompted. We're like, there's our Arkansas dog, because we got her from our cousins and aunts and uncles in Arkansas. But so she had worms early on, and so we had to give her, as a puppy, this like treatment. Well, we kept her in the bathroom for the first little bit because she would always poop all over. We didn't want to keep her in a cage because she'd be in her filth basically all night, and just not humane. And so we'd have all the puppy pads laid out. Well, this is my freshman year. Yeah, because it's 2013. This is my freshman year of high school, last semester of that year. And I was the one always having to go in early because at the time I would do 2-a-day cross-country practices. We'd run like 5 miles in the morning and then like 5 to 8 at night in the afternoon. So I had to get to school like a lot of those days, like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And so I was the first one in. So I had to clean up after. There's crap with worms on them everywhere. It smells terrible. I'm having to let her out too, so she can do her business out there, feed her, all that. We had plenty of bonding time early on. And, but she's a great dog though. I say all this, but she is a great dog though. We call her Nurse Coco because if you're sick, she will lay by your side the entire time. Or like when our old dog Gus, before he passed, she would come up and like lick his paws and clean him, and then would curl up right next to him. And in response, he'd be a complete ass to her and hide all her toys under my parents' bed.
I love that. That's funny.
Let's
well, we had the wives on the show take over that one time. Next one of these days, we need all the pets. Screen opens, it's just pets on the screen at the mic.
The problem is Rhett would probably be he'd probably be all excited at first, and then would just like sort of sit there like he was before, just like
he doesn't. The problem is he doesn't know how to actually start the stream. He doesn't know what latency means. He doesn't know how to set up slow mode. He doesn't know. it wouldn't work.
Maybe he's better with latency than me.
What other questions do we have? Do we have any final questions before we I don't know.
Do our 17-0 game?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What do you think would happen to the car if they just took off the underbody, just unbolted it? I feel like aerodynamically it would be a complete mess.
Yeah. It's not made to be that way.
There would have to be some overbody changes if they did any underbody changes. This one I've seen, or is that? I'll actually do that one in a moment. Who is the most overrated NASCAR driver of all time?
That's a tough one.
People are gonna say like Danica, and like sure at the time she got way more press than she probably her on track performance justified. But like I think everyone kind of knows. I almost argue Danica is underrated as an overall race car driver now because people act like she was terrible, never did anything good in her entire career, and it's like, well, the truth lies somewhere in the middle.
I know people will say Dale Jr. I know that's going to be a popular one. I don't think, I mean, I would say probably in the 2000s, people maybe overrated him, like being at the level of Jimmy and Gordon and them, which don't get me wrong, like he was not, but win-wise, you could at least justify it. But I would say a lot of the hype was more just surrounded around like the Earnhardt name more than anything, not really how good he was. If I wanted to say overrated, and don't get me wrong, I think he's a good driver, but Casey Kane, I think it was a very overrated driver.
I was about to say, Ethan Ducharme, his answer is Casey Kane, and so was mine, because if you think about it, when he came to Hendrick, I mean, Hendrick signed him 2 years before they could technically bring him in. They still had Mark Martin under contract. They had to put him to Red Bull for one season just to bridge him over from, getting out of the Petty Evernham stuff. And when he was brought over, the expectation was to get ton more wins, championships for Casey Kane. And he did get a ton of more wins at start, but then when we switched over to the Gen 6, he really struggled with it. And I would argue that Casey Kane's time at Hendrick was worse than Alex Bowman's time has been at Hendrick.
Oh, now I got to look it up because I compared him. Him and Newman have like insanely similar careers.
See, Newman still found a way to win. Like about almost every team he was at, he came close a couple of times with Roush. He did win with RCR. He
almost won the championship that win this season.
RCR. He won with Stuart Haas. He won a lot for Penske. I mean, I'd argue Ryan Newman definitely better than Casey Kane.
Yeah, that's probably fair. But Newman's wins were so front loaded. He won 8 races in 2003 alone.
Now I got to pull this up.
I don't know, but I'm like Casey Kane. You're right though. He went from Evernham to, I mean, bounced on. He was Red Bull, but like he spent 5 or 6 years at Hendrick, and you would have expected more. Like 2013, Casey Kane was really good. I think 14 even he had at least one win. I remember he won Charlotte in 2014.
Someone said Jay McMurray on setting. I think McMurray overachieved.
Well, so looking at their careers, by the way, because I got them both of them pulled up. The thing with me for Kane is he only had 2 single-digit points finishes, 8th in 06, 4th in 2012. Everything else, he did get a top 10 in 2009. Other than that, it was 12th or worse every year. And then looking at Ryan Newman, the start of his career was insanely fast.
There's 2014 Atlanta Kane one, because I remember he beat Kenseth, who was on 2 tires. My bad, not Charlotte in 2014. That was earlier.
So Newman's career is crazy. So he had 18 wins. 12 of those came from 02 to 05. And he finished 6th, 7th, 6th in points 4 straight years. And outside of that second place finish, he never got that high again in his career. God, Casey Kane's
a fair answer, because I mean the way he fired off in that 9 car, you would have thought he, like, Kyle Larson. It's like Kyle Larson. Larson had some great years at Ganassi, had that 4-win season, but you're like, get him in a Hendrick car, he's gonna be great. But you didn't know for sure, and then he was. They put him in a Hendrick car, and he wins 10 races off the bat, and it's been really good since. Whereas Casey Kane finally got, ironically, in the same car, the 5 car, and was pretty good. But I'm with you guys. Like he never hit his full potential, at least what we expected. Well, I'm on the right side of the screen now. What the heck? What's going on?
I'm pulling up the 17-0 game.
Oh yeah.
And we'll do that to close out. So, by the way, this is like our thing that we've obsessed over a little bit. Like at first,
Timothy says
it's just an easy, quick game to play.
Timothy says Briscoe is the most overrated current driver.
See, I think it's too tough to say drivers are overrated when they're still driving, because you like Martin Truex Jr., you don't know when their time will come.
Yeah, I know, but I would say early on in his career, for the hype he got, Truex could have been put, like, if you would like hear some of the stuff they said in 2011, 12, 13, you'd think Truex had a ton of wins, and for him to only have 2 in that time. I mean,
I'm sure people would say that Hocevar is probably up there in that rank for, only the 1 win now.
But he's top 5 in points. But I can get it. 1 win. It's a super speedway, and he's the one getting the most press. I mean,
I don't want to say anything about Zillish yet, because I just feel bad for him this year.
Yeah, I'm not. I feel like with modern drivers, if they, to kind of quote Jeff Burton, if they're kind of under 100 starts, it's still, jury is still out on them, kind of thing. Let me see. I mean, I'm looking through the points right now. I mean, he's so polarizing. I mean, it depends on here. Bubba is both the most over and underrated driver, because his haters say he's the worst driver ever, and his supporters say he's like a top 5 driver who just everything goes wrong for.
I mean,
yeah, that's why I didn't say Bubba, is because he has as many or more haters than he has fans. So you can't be overrated when you have so many haters.
Bubba, in a way, is kind of like Austin Dillon. It don't, they're probably not going to get many wins in their career, but for various reasons, they're always going to be there.
I would say Austin Dillon might be the most underrated driver in Cup when you look at his equipment, career so far, and how hated he is. And if you heard people talk about him, you'd think he was Ty Dillon. And it's like he's not. He's actually been decent when the team is decent. By the way, I have it pulled up right now, so I'm going to share screen.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this.
17. Okay, so for the 17-0 game, for those who have never played this before, let me make sure I got. All right, so you can see it enough there, I think. The goal of this game is that we will pick one of these teams, and you can see by the check marks with the Chiefs, Lions, Texans, Vikings, and Patriots, we've done this. But we'll pick one of these teams with the current year schedule, and they'll give us these prompts, and we have to choose a player from whichever era or whatever that they give us, and try and go 17-0, and then go against the all-time greats like the Steel Curtain, the 90s Cowboys, the Walsh 49ers, and try and win it. I know it's not NASCAR, but there's no NASCAR version of this to do.
This is our audition for branching out into future sport. This is our audition for Barstool. Barstool, you want to pick up 3 guys who can do it all? That's us.
We're the jack of all trades, baby.
We're the Marty Smiths of the internet. You want us doing college football? We can do that. You want us doing NASCAR? We can do that. This is our audition. Let's not screw this up, gentlemen. We got to be good. We got to be sharp.
So the green ones are the easiest schedule. So like the Lions have the easiest schedule this year, whereas like the Cardinals have the hardest one. Which one should we do going into this thing?
Side note before we pick something else, we should eventually look into is that GeoGuessr. You guys ever watching people play in GeoGuessr games? Those are fun.
Yeah, we should. Doesn't Breakard have a racing version of that, like on an app?
Maybe
it does. Yeah.
Should we defer to the chat to pick a team for us to use?
I don't want to do the Titans no more. They are tough to try to get anything more than like 13-4.
Let's see. We have a few we've not the ones we've already done. So we're not going to do Vikings, Lions, Patriots, Texans, or Chiefs.
My vote would be Ravens or Jets. I feel like either of them could be fun to try.
Well, let's see what they're going with.
We could do the Panthers since that's NASCAR country.
Should we pick a few of them that they're saying? Because I did see Peter said Panthers. And then I saw Steelers.
I've seen a lot of Steelers. I think a tree might have some influence on some of our chat, so I think Steelers might be who we're going with.
Well, let's try it out. They have a dead even in the middle schedule. It's an old school game, by the way, too. By it. All right.
Take a
It's
minute.
supposed to let us. Is it just not load? Do I have to re?
It says
up?
Titans are playing.
No, it's somebody else on that.
Oh,
It says dealing our board. There we go.
Oh, here
there
we
we go. All right. So who should we pick from the Steelers so we can deal with quarterback 2010 or later?
I feel like we're going to run into the chance of getting a better quarterback with that option.
We got to go defense, right? We got to go like Polamalu or
Yeah, Polamalu is an easy one. Of course,
When I think Steelers, I think defense.
they did have some good running backs, though.
We did try Jerome Bettis, and it didn't work out for us, though.
Let's see who. Hold on, who had this guy?
Troy Polamalu had that good hair. Still has that good
I
hair.
can't remember if Jamal
There's-
Lewis played for
Ooh.
Ravens or Steelers. He played for Ravens.
Chad has a good idea. What about Mean Joe Green?
Oh yeah, there you go.
What
Yeah.
position did he play? Was he on the line? Oh, he was in the front seven, right?
He was front seven somewhere. I don't even know.
Yeah, so he'll
All
be. Wait, what years did he play? Did he fit 95?
69 to 81.
Oh,
I
never
have
mind.
him right here. So we'll put in Mean Joe Green. The page Tom Brady.
That's Brady. Yeah,
Wait,
what
what's
I
I
tell
can't
you?
read. Oh, it's 2010 or later. Yeah, you gotta go Brady.
2010 or
What
later.
did I tell you? I said we'd have a better chance of getting a good quarterback.
Good pick. Good pick.
All right, Atlanta.
Julio Jones, wide receiver.
Who was their tight end?
What's
that guy's name? Yeah, it was. I don't know if was he that good of a tight end? I mean, I know he was a good tight end.
Tony
but,
Gonzalez is really good.
is he? But is he worth the pick here, or is he? Was he a better tight end than Julio Jones was a wide receiver? That's the
What?
question.
That's a good. So
They've also got Kyle Pitts, who
Tony Gonzalez is better. I'm starting to sound like Chris Collinsworth. Let's do.
I don't know, Jarrett.
but was he good during the time with the Falcons, or was he better at the Chiefs?
He's pretty good across the board.
I think we go Gonzalez. Chat seems pretty unanimous on Gonzalez.
All right. I mean, I'm not. I had a poll ready, but we'll, if they're gonna go that way,
I don't. I mean, I guess
they're saying Deion, and I see a Deion Sanders, but would. Oh, that's good.
Deion Sanders might pop up if we get Cowboys, though.
Yeah, when I think Deion, I think Dallas, or I don't know.
He was pretty good, both. But let's lock it in.
Yeah,
Philadelphia Eagles.
AJ Brown.
Saquon?
What's his name? Was it Reggie White? Was he with them in 95? Or was he in Green Bay at that point?
Let's see, Reggie White.
I don't know.
He might have been. I mean, he was a 90s Vols guy, so he probably was there at both.
No, he wasn't there at that point. He was with Green Bay at that point.
He was probably
Brian Dawkins is a good one. The thing is like the hard part is I always like getting these kind of ones figured out early.
I don't want to go
I don't
Saquon
think we can
Barkley
get-
because, you know, if we get a Titans, then we can go Derrick Henry at running back.
Yeah, but I mean, if we get the Vikings, we can go Adrian Peterson. If we don't get,
I mean, I'm with you. We don't have to do Barkley. I just don't know who else.
Don't do Saquon. That's what I'm saying. I think we can have better running back options than Saquon.
But I think we can have better wide receivers than AJ Brown. That's the other part of it. Oh,
I don't know anything about the Eagles
What's
pre
that,
2020.
Bo Jackson, does he qualify?
they might be bringing up running backs. I would honestly, I'd like to go with Dawkins if I could.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
That way we leave both of them open because it seems like it's All right. Panthers. Oh,
Can I play Cam Newton at running back?
What's that receiver? Smith?
There's Steve Smith, or we could get Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh,
I feel like this game's going to underrate him.
I mean, to be fair, the game is kind of higher rated current one. Ooh, Julius. Wait, with Julius Peppers. Yeah, Julius Peppers too.
Yeah, do Peppers.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, and that was like the best of his career then too.
This feels like a 17-0 juggernaut.
That's Joe Green, Julius Peppers, and Brian Dawkins on D.
From 02 to 2018, they went to what, 2 Super Bowls? 3?
2. Oh, real quick, they're saying Luke Kuechly, but this is 95 to 09. I don't think Luke Kuechly played in 09. But I'm not mistaken.
I like Peppers.
Yeah. Oh man.
Is there any good pre-95 wide receivers for Packers?
Oh, we did this before. The game like super overrates him. What's his name? I'm willing to cheat the system to win this.
I don't know.
There's Devontae Adams for current.
Greg Jennings,
Sterling Sharp, James Lofton, Perry Kemp, Phillips Epps,
Dotson,
Donald Driver.
It might be Donald Driver.
No, it's not Donald Driver because it was an old one. Like this is like Bart Starr era.
Let me look at the chat because I don't know any Bart Starr era.
They're all going Sterling Sharp.
Is Matt Kenseth watching? Matt, can you chime in?
Oh wait, there was Don Hudson, 35 to 45, revolutionized position, caught 99 career receiving touchdowns, and won 2 NFL MVPs. Is that who it is?
Yes, the game always like overrates him with like he got a higher rating than Randy on one of them.
Those World War II stats, man, they were stat padding back then.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. We still got 2 more. Bo Jackson.
Oh, wait, Randy Moss?
No, but this is also how they were on the team, and he wasn't all that great with the Raiders in comparison to New England and Minnesota. I mean, the chat's probably going to go all in on Bo Jackson because we got running back or receiver. Should we go Bo Jackson?
Sure.
It says the best Raiders wide receiver was Tim Brown, 1,070 receptions, 14,000 receiving yards, and 99 touchdowns over 16 seasons of franchise.
Golly.
He's kind of like that Don Hudson guy.
I'll go with you guys. I mean, yeah, because this is what I think of with Bo Jackson, Mr. Tecmo Bowl. But there's Tim Brown and then Marcus Allen from MVR owner.
I've heard of Bo Jackson. All due respect to Mr. Brown.
I kind of want to try Tim Brown.
I'm going with whatever one you two choose on this.
Danny just really hopes that we get Derrick Henry.
But the thing is like, the running.
There's a 3% chance.
Can we do it? Can we do a poll on the chat? Can we poll them?
What are we polling here?
Bo Jackson or Tim Brown?
All right, I'll put the poll out there.
Shout out to Mark Brown in the chat. Says Tim Brown is also the late model driver who's made 1 start in NASCAR. That is right.
Okay.
All right, writing that down right now. Random driver in like 2028.
Yeah, it's gonna be Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Mosquito hounding me out here.
Mosquito.
We better get a good wide receiver out of this one, chat.
Watch we get Minnesota and we have like a plethora to choose from. The Dolphins. We could go Tyreek Hill for current.
Does it factor in his injuries?
I think it's just their peak with the team.
Tyreek Hill's not a bad. Honestly, that's not a terrible choice.
Let me make sure there's been no one better in history. Paul Warfield, Pro Football Hall of Famer, who averaged a staggering 21.5 yards per catch with 3,335 yards and 33 touchdowns in 60 games, winning 2 Super Bowls. Mark Clayton, franchise leader in receptions, 550, and receiving touchdowns, 81, starring as one half of the iconic Mark Brothers duo alongside Dan Marino. That stretch of Dan Marino is some good players.
You said the first one was Paul Warfield?
Paul Warfield.
Warfield. I mean, if that's the top, I mean, and
yeah, Tyreek Hill doesn't even make a list of the best of all time.
Damn. Should we give it a shot then? I'm old Paul.
I love it.
Yeah, him or that Clayton guy, either one would be good, but it does say he's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, so I think you can't go wrong with that.
For Paul Warfield?
Sure. We're going to do terrible.
Ah, we went 16 and 1. Who did we lose to? Who did we lose to? Okay, well, here's what we got. Who we nailed. We got Tom Brady, Don Hudson, Tony Gonzalez, and Julius Peppers. They wanted Woodson for the Steelers, Reggie White with the Eagles. They wanted Tyreek Hill. They put Tyreek Hill above Paul Warfield. And then Marcus Allen over Bo Jackson.
I should have known.
And we lost to the Eagles. Well, shit. 16 and 1.
Guys, I don't think Barstool's hiring us anytime soon. Hate to say it.
Damn.
We're stuck talking about race cars for the rest of our days.
Oh, well, not the end of the world.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
I love
That's
right
facts.
here. This is immediately, I'm like, yep, I knew. They definitely overrate the oldest ones and the newest ones. So it's all about how to play the game. I wish there was a NASCAR version, because now there's an NBA one called 82 and 0.
I was going to say, I've seen that one on advertisements. It's like, can you go 82 and 0? I was like, probably not.
I just don't want to wait for it to do all the games all the way through. I'll be honest with you. But God, if we could do a NASCAR one or make a NASCAR one, like how would we do that? Like, would it be win all 36? Would it be like 36 top 10s? Like, how do we do that? Top 4 in points? We pick 4 drivers like through time. I don't know. But I think that should do it. Honestly, that should do it. They said NBA doesn't simulate by game. Oh, okay. But that should do it, I think. So we'll be live on Wednesday on Danny's channel. We'll all be in the same place that we normally are, I think. Right, Eric? Are you still gonna be on the move?
I will be home. I'll be my usual stead. This was just special. So I go take y'all on a little field trip.
Oh, are we seeing?
Oh no, I'm not taking you on a field. I'm not taking you on a field trip right now. I just came indoors because there's a lot of mosquitoes outside.
Indoors.
Take it away, Chip. Or is it Penny?
Take it away, Penny. That
Chip,
Penny
show
has
them
a
to the
beautiful
door.
Voice.
I was always a used napkin kind of guy.
It's the shape that really just finishes the whole thing out with that one. All right. Well, I think that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for coming on out, and we'll see you later.
We need to do this again sometime.
Yeah. Need to hit another 1,000 subscribers, and we'll do it then.
2K.
Peace. Awkward pause. Millennial pause.
Drivers! Start your engine!
See plenty of carnage. Full head on them. Wound up. Yeehaw, boys. Holy. It's a junkyard.
There's too much time hitting people.
Chill a second. No gas, gotta hang off here. Don't overdrive.
Just let me do my job.
10 times. I don't care if I wreck the whole field. I'm over him. He's just a moron. That was an absolute bullshit. Not clear. Awesome. I tell you, Mama ain't raising no.
What the f*** are you doing out here? People are saying, just racing like idiots.
I don't care. Just let me drive.
What is he doing?
Did you ever think you would see that?